Hello, welcome to my Chamber TV. I am Delynn Gaston, and I am filling in for the infamous John Gaston, who is my husband, who is out of town right now. So we're excited to be here, interviewing some people from the Chamber and the amazing things we have going on in Chattooga County. All thanks to my guest, Cindy. Hi.
Well, I'm sorry, that was maniacal. Sorry.
That's your background, right?
Yeah, that's my background, and that's for a whole nother show.
That's right.
Okay.
And I do want to get into that on another show. She is a very interesting person that I am getting to know little at a time, and I want to know more.
Yeah. Well, we just got to keep John out of town, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we will.
So let's talk about what's going on at the Chamber.
Okay, we're gearing up for, now that school has started, our student programs, because we have two of them. One that's been going, I think this is going to be our fourth year. I don't remember. But it's Leadership Chattooga Student Edition.
Nice.
And then we've got FLEX, which is for high schoolers, and it is high schoolers who want to be entrepreneurs. They create a real business, make real money, and compete like Shark Tank for even more money.
Well, how cool is that?
Yeah, it's very cool.
That's brand new?
Well, we started it last year. It's a program that came out of a chamber down in South Georgia. Melissa Dark started it. So Georgia Flex is permeating. It's almost like a virus. It's getting out into the whole state, and we are, I think, the second one in the Region 1, Northwest Georgia, to do it.
Okay.
But, we started last year, and our champion, Olivia McKinney, with Blessed Braids, won the championship here, because we start off with however many students want to be part of this. We narrow it down to 10 with a blind judging. So I get judges from out of the county
right,
to read the business plans. We have a business plan workshop. They create their business plan. We teach them how to do it that day, and then it's due in a few weeks. The judges, I redact all of the personal information, so they're just looking at the meat of the business plan and judging it on that merit.
Okay.
And then we get our top 10. And then we move on to have marketing, finance, presentations, workshops, to prep them for a really solid business and the competition, because we have a local competition and then they can go to state. So the second round of judging is just on a presentation plus the business plan. A whole new set of judges. They get to meet the students, and they present slide deck to them, and then we get our top 3. And then from there, the final round is in front of an audience. Their friends and family, the whole community can come out, and they can win $3,000 for our champion, $1,500 for second place, and $750 for third place. And the champion can go on to compete in Tifton, because it's South Georgia, for $5,000. And they compete with other student champions
other counties?
From around the state.
Wow.
This year they have 25 communities in the program. So last year they had 22. So they're gaining ground.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have a couple of questions. So this is
I
very,
would hope.
I know, this is very exciting for young people who do have that, not everyone does, but who do have that mindset of,
we've already got
I have a great
kids.
idea for this.
Yeah.
So when are they allowed to start the program? And then and is it all year long that they meet with different workshops, as you said, for finance, for marketing, for whatever else to help
Right.
their business, and then the whole thing is at the end of the year?
No.
No.
Actually, it goes through March. Our champion is decided in March.
Okay.
And the state championship is in April.
And when does it start?
We're recruiting
Soon as-
now.
So as soon as school
So
starts, basically?
we take from homeschool, Chattooga High, Tryon High, just all of the flyers, I think, are going out in the high schools. So Jennifer Patterson at Tryon and Angie Colbert at Chattooga, and then homeschoolers, if Joseph would put that flyer back up on the screen, this is for you. So especially because you can call me or you can do the QR code on there, and it goes straight to the Georgia FLEX portal where they can apply, and then we know who's in the program. And then we'll have a business workshop, the business plan workshop, and I can send the schedule out. I don't have it memorized.
No, that's
But
okay.
I also want to, we're down to 2 minutes, so I'm giving you your 2-minute warning.
I know,
'cause
look,
I've
I'm
been-
looking, I see that.
I do that for the other guests. So I definitely want to talk about leadership, Chattooga, as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
But Flex is,
Exciting. I
Yes,
can't wait to see.
yes.
So real quick, how many do you have set up so far?
I don't know because
Oh.
I just know Chattooga has reached out saying she's got kids
people.
and,
Yay!
and so
That is
I
exciting.
haven't checked the portal this morning, so I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
let's talk about leadership then.
So Leadership Chattooga Student Edition started a few years back, and we take juniors and seniors. Flex is open to all high schoolers, but Leadership is just juniors and seniors, and I think Tryon actually limits it to seniors. They just
Oh,
feel
okay.
like it's better. So the schools give me the students. They go through the selection process again through Ms. Patterson and Ms. Colbert because they do everything at the schools. So we're going to have our new cohort, and we'll have our first class in September, which is orientation, and we have
How many students are allowed to participate
Oh, yeah,
in
we
that?
have 12 slots open. So if we get homeschoolers, because I like to split it up evenly. And so it basically depends on the homeschool community. If you send some people, then there are fewer from the other schools.
Right.
I'd love to get to where we have 4-4-4.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that teaches them about the community and teaches leadership skills in a condensed version compared to the adults, because we're over in April. So I got through.
That's all right. That's good. So if anyone wants to know more, obviously, this is
I
your
could talk more
this is
about
your
it.
walking encyclopedia when it comes to anything Chattooga County. Thank you, Cindy.
Maybe.
We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome to My Chamber TV. Thank you for joining us today. I am Delynn Gaston. I am filling in for John Gaston, who is the typical host of this show. And I am the lucky one today because I get to talk to Rebecca from the fair. This is Rebecca Thompson, and she is actually with UGA Extension. However, today it's all about the fair.
Yes,
Yay.
ma'am. It's one of my favorite times of the year.
Yeah, mine too.
I'm glad it only comes around once a year, but I'm excited about it.
Yay. So tell us, what do we got? And look, she brought all kinds of stuff. So if you are a talented person out there, you got to join us.
Yes, ma'am. So I lead up the Blue Ribbon Department and Livestock. I am part of that. I have some cohorts that work with me in the Extension office, Kyle Kruger and Stephanie Yarborough, along with our young farmers that helps with livestock as well. But today I wanted to really focus on Blue Ribbon. That is where we get to show the county's talents.
I was going to say the talent in the county,
Absolutely.
right? All over.
Yes.
And you're always surprised, I'll bet.
We always have something that comes in and we're like, oh my gosh, this is so unique and so creative. We have so many creative people in the county. And so
Isn't that something? You don't even realize it.
You don't. And a lot of them are young people. So don't forget, our little ones can enter things as well.
How about that?
A few years ago, we started taking in Legos because we had several
Legos, so
Lego
cute.
designs for little ones. They love to do things with their fingers, and so that was a new entry part of the fair. So
Nice. So before we get to show and tell and we get to
Yes.
look at all this cool stuff, let's just give the real quick highlights on dates, key dates, entry
Sure.
dates, things like that.
Sure. So our fair goes from August the 27th through the 30th, but Blue Ribbon starts on the Monday before the fair. So people that have entries that they would like to bring into the fair, then you bring those in on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Our fair website has all of those specific details. We also have some booklets that are around the community and the county, and you can pick those up. You're welcome to come to my office at the Extension office and pick that up as well. And again, I mean, you have so many unique things from handiwork, so anything that anybody can create with their hands, a quilt, an Afghan, anything sewing. I think it's a lost art, and it's always a delight to have some new things come in every year when you have young people or older that have made something unique they want to show and showcase. Food preservation is a big one. So that is, a lot of people can items.
I was going to say, if you're doing some canning.
So we do have some canned
Those here
items
too.
that we will talk about in a few moments. And then photography, everybody has a great eye for that perfect picture. And so a lot of those
Or
entries
lucked
are
out
yes,
with
or
that
lucked
perfect
out.
picture.
True. Yes, ma'am. Horticulture is a huge entry too. So that is things that people have grown.
Yes.
Agriculture products that are growing this season, the perfect watermelon or a pumpkin, a gourd, okra, tomato. Who has that, first place winning tomato? That is something you can hang your hat on. A lot of our farmers are
winning
excited.
tomato.
That's right. And then art is in the eye of the beholder. And we have everything from pencil drawing, oil, acrylics, and long into some pottery or handmade items. So, we will make a category. If there's not a category that is listed and you think this is art, we'll take it in.
Okay, that's nice. That sounds so cool. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that you do have.
So this is
I can't
just
even say what's your favorite because
No,
yeah,
I couldn't.
I
So,
know.
I work with a very talented individual, Miss Kim Snow, and she made this actually Afghan that's in front of us. I told her, I said, I
Nice.
expect to see that in this year's fair. So we will
So
see.
here it is.
We will see if it makes a debut entrance on Monday or Tuesday before
So
the
she
fair.
brought it in for you, but she still has to.
She has to enter it.
Enter
and so
it.
there's no cost to enter anything. You bring that item, we will take care of it, and then you pick that up on Monday after the fair. But then we also have a little play mat quilt
gonna
that
say
has
that-
been made.
I'm going to move this
Absolutely.
one a little bit so we can
This
see
is
this
just
one.
an example
Look
of a
at this.
quilt.
How beautiful is that?
And then we have some acrylic artwork here. This is some cattle that is in a pond. I think it's beautiful. I love
That
cows.
is
I'm a farmer
beautiful.
myself, so I have cattle, so that kind of
Now,
appealed to me.
out of curiosity, was that by a young person?
No,
or-
this is an adult that
An
did
adult
this,
did
but
this.
they're very talented.
Very talented.
Very talented. That actually hangs on my wall. I had gotten from somebody.
Oh.
But I mean,
I was going to
even
say, did
this
they enter it already?
no. But this is an example of a child's artwork.
See?
They show rabbits in their 4-H program, and
Oh my
so
gosh.
this was Dottie, their
cute.
their first place rabbit, and so they made a picture of it, and that may make a debut. That's something that they just recently.
So is there
did a-
age categories for
There
things like
is.
that? Okay, good.
So this
Because
of
these
course
two together.
they would not compete against one another.
Yes.
So we have 3 different age categories for young people. So we have our seniors, which are high school type students. Then we have our middle grades. Then elementary is broken into 2 categories because a 5-year-old or a 3-year-old couldn't really compete with an 8 or
9-year-old.
8 or 9-year-old. So we break that down so that there's more categories that
Good.
young people
Good.
can put in. But of course, we have our senior categories, which are our golden category. Golden means you're 65 or older. And then we have adult category. We even have a professional category. So,
And what is that?
so in our art category and in photography, if we have anyone that is not an amateur, like I would be an amateur.
Yeah.
But those that do this professionally, that get paid for their artwork or
Their
their
photography or
photography,
something,
then they
right.
can they have their own category. And let me tell you, some of those pieces that are entered is just spectacular. Like all of them are, but there are
Right,
some
right.
really talented individuals that we have in the county. So.
Gosh, my mind is just going now with all kinds of stuff that's out there that that people could do.
Yes,
Oh, it's so exciting to see that stuff. All right, so let's talk about these yummy,
So
yummy.
these are some samples of some canned goods. We have some canned green beans and some blackberry jelly and some cowboy candy. Those are things that I have made this past year.
Are
but
these yours?
These are mine.
Oh, okay.
I usually don't enter mine in the county
Because
fair.
I think
'cause
this
I
one,
would be.
Joseph.
Yeah,
in the
I may
back
leave
is-
that here.
Is eyeing.
It may stay here, and he gets to take that one home with him. But these are not judged on taste. So anyone that wants to put one in, you get that back.
How do you judge
You
that?
judge those on clarity, uniformity of what's in that jar, head space, which is the space of air that is from the tip of the jar to the product. So you have
okay.
certain things, you would undo that. I'll show you. So like in this jelly, so most people would fill their items to right here. They think this is the ideal place to
Oh.
fill, but in jellies, anything sweet spreads, then you actually have 1/4 of an inch. So the less airspace in here, that means the better the quality. Doesn't mean that it's not safe. You can have a lower product in here and it still be canned safely. But to be a blue ribbon entry into a canning product, you need to make sure that you are looking at the headspace in the jar.
Look at
Where
that,
this is
a
like-
lesson as well.
Yes. And then low acid things like green beans, they're going to have they'll have a larger headspace. So you see the
Okay,
headspace
gotcha.
is down on that one because that's a low acid
Interesting.
preserved item. So those are things that we'll look for. We have out of county judges that come in, so no one in the county judges.
Oh, okay.
So that it's more like a jury type thing that you don't play favorites. So we
So some
get
of our people probably go
individuals.
to other counties to
Yes,
judge as well.
that is
So it's kind
correct.
of like a judging circle.
They do. We have a little judging
That's-
circuit
that's
that we do
nice.
in this northwest area.
That's cool. That's
But
awesome.
we would love to have lots of entries this year. We are excited. We're actually starting to set up the inside of the exhibit hall this week.
I was going to say, this has got to be a lot to set up and to work through and everything. Do you have volunteers? Do you need volunteers?
We do, and we do need volunteers. We always need volunteers. We actually work as volunteers too.
Sure.
Doing this
I'll
as the
bet.
fair.
Yeah.
There's not paid staff that bring this fair to the county. It is servant-hearted individuals that truly love the community and want to give our people something to do.
Yes.
And something new this year with the fair is we're going to have the amazing bubble factory.
Oh,
So
do
this
tell.
that's like, you have to come and see it. It is, but I have been told that bubbles will be everywhere.
Oh,
So
wow.
that
Oh, my
can't
gosh, the
wait.
kids are going to go nuts. They
It is-
will love that.
I'm excited to see that. That is something that is new on the docket. And then we have some great entertainment as well.
Yes, I was just
You
going
know,
to say, tell us the
Friday-
dates and times for
yes.
all of that, too.
So Friday night, we have Babes Bayou. A lot of our county individuals will know that. They've been in other venues around here. On Saturday, we have the Band of Chickamauga, and then the Lone Star Skinnerd is coming on Saturday night. They are the lead band. We're excited about that. And then Guy Penrod will be there on Sunday. So $5 gate entry.
And you get all of that, too. How
do.
exciting is that?
And not to mention livestock. We have a livestock show every single day.
Every day of the fair.
Every day.
See that? Oh, my gosh, this is exciting. You've got to be so excited about it as
Yes,
well.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing with us, Rebecca. We appreciate it. And we will be right back with My Chamber TV. Good morning. Welcome back to My Chamber TV. And I have with me right now Angie from...
The Community Resource Center of Chattooga.
Yay! So, Angie, it's nice to meet you. I haven't met you yet. I know you've been on the show before, but I wasn't here. So tell me all about it, because I remember my husband came home and he was so excited and he said, I found the person for you.
Well, first of all, it's great to meet you, and thank you for doing what you're doing for us here in Chattooga County. So at the Community Resource Center, the main thing that we do is we're a food pantry. We see about 800 families a month.
Gosh, that's amazing.
They come in for free groceries every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then beyond that, we've also started trying to meet some other needs, mainly connecting them to other resources in the community. And so we have a resource navigator that can help you maybe fill out applications. You can also do your some laundry and showers, mainly for the unhoused. And so just trying to meet their needs beyond just food and clothing.
And that's all at the resource center?
It is.
Oh,
It is.
wow. Okay, that's something new? Is that something new?
We've been doing the food pantry for over 12 years.
Well, the food pantry I know, but
The showers and laundry, that's just been about a year and a half, maybe close to 2 years now. It's just we're not advertising it a lot. 'cause
okay.
We don't have a lot of capacity, right?
right,
So,
right. That's why I was wondering.
But it goes back to the starfish, right? So we can't throw all the starfish back in, but we can
That's right.
throw one or two, and so we have seen some wonderful success stories through that, some of which got to be on stage and share their testimonies at Dancing with the Stars that we just
Which
had.
was so exciting that you're advertising nicely
Yes,
there.
yes. We had a fantastic time. That's our main fundraiser now. It's the second year that we've done it. This year we raised $55,000.
Wow, that is fantastic.
All because this community came together. So
See
yes.
what happens. So if I can ask like things about that, because
Yes.
that's very exciting to me. So how do you choose the people? How does somebody maybe volunteer to do something like that? Like Cindy? No,
We can't wait for Cindy's dance.
I know.
So we do have on our website at feedchattooga.com, we do have an interest form. So if you are interested in being in it, please fill that out. We've just asked around and asked people if they wanted to dance. It actually started out last year with my husband, who does not dance. He just learned how to clap on beat. And it was a matter of,
Sounds like me.
do you know how many people would pay if they knew you were dancing? And it kind of started out as a joke, and then him and Kelsey Ray, he said, we could do Beauty and the Beast. I would be the Beast, you would be the Beauty. And so it just kind of stuck.
And that's kind of how it started,
Yeah,
huh?
it just grew from there, and we had a fantastic time last year. It's at the high school,
Okay.
and we have a plated meal. So it's a very fancy, an excuse to dress up here in Chattooga County.
Nice.
And the meal this year was phenomenal. It was by His Race Barbecue.
I was just going to say, was that catered by someone?
It
Good.
was.
Okay.
It was. The beef
Okay.
tenderloin. I didn't eat the night of the event because I was a little nervous.
And
but
running
2
all
days
over, I'm
later,
sure.
cold, the beef tenderloin was still good. But yeah, we had just an absolute wonderful time. The atmosphere was great. We had the dancers, of course, were there ready.
How many
we had-
participants?
Yes, we had 5 teams this year.
Wow.
Yes, and we also had some exhibition dances going on too.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
During intermission, we had some line dancers that went out amongst the
Ooh.
audience and got audience
And got people
participation.
to get in there.
So it was
That's
just really a
amazing.
fun,
That sounds like
fun
so much
event.
fun. Yes.
And then sprinkled in, we had the testimonies. We had a moment to pause and get serious and to share with them what it is that we do, and beautiful, beautiful testimonies of people. I don't want to really share their testimonies much.
Right.
But,
No, I understand that.
just a beautiful example of people who came in need and they received hope, and they continue to find opportunities just emerging.
me
One
cry.
of yes, it will. We cried a bit at Dancing with the Stars, especially during those testimonies.
Right.
One lady that shared her testimony. Sometimes it's just a matter of hope and that social network and realizing that you're important and you matter. And so having the opportunity for someone who's been on probation to have the opportunity to sit and eat lunch with a judge.
Right.
And then this last week, we actually had Clay Fuller come and volunteer at the food bank. And so she was able to speak with him and share her story with him. And it just felt really good for her to know she
Someone was listening.
Yes, absolutely,
Nice.
absolutely.
See, life-changing. What you're doing is life-changing, and I'm going to start crying. So tell me about the fundraising part of it. Like what do you have at the event for fundraising? Like 50/50 tickets or
So the-
baskets that people raffle?
So
What do you have?
how the Dancing with the Stars works, it's each team has to raise so much
Their
money.
own,
and
gotcha.
They are competing for people's choice. And
There you
so
go.
each dollar is a vote. So whoever raises the most money, that's who gets People's Choice Award. This year was Kendra Stallings. She raised over $8,000, just her team alone. Yes. And then Judge's Choice, of course, is who's the best dancer. And this year that went to Kelsey Ray Ellis and Robbie Abernathy, who's with Pro Roof.
Okay.
So it's just local people from the community, and they practice for hours and fundraise. And so we get a lot of the fundraising through them, but also the tickets. The tickets are $100 a seat, $50 if you don't want the meal, you just want to come watch the show. And we were almost sold out this year with only 5 teams, and our hope is to have 10 teams next year.
And from year one, it increased that much as well?
Yes, year
To
one,
you.
it was like, I think, 48,000. And then this year, 55,000.
Look at that. See,
Yes.
and we're hoping for higher even
Exactly.
going on.
Exactly.
All right, good. So tell me what else is going on. I know the big thing is Atrium right now.
Yes. So at the end of Dancing with the Stars, Atrium got up and shared their big announcement. They have agreed to do a matching grant, $130,000 towards our roof. We're in desperate need of a new roof. Yes.
Oh my gosh, how exciting is that?
And they're willing to go up to $175,000 if it's needed.
Thank
So,
you, thank you,
yes.
thank you, Atrium.
Yes.
They're awesome.
Well, and they have, I've been a supporter for us already. The class that testimony came out of was a class that was funded through Atrium.
Wow,
So they've been a big
nice.
supporter. So now the goal is to raise $130,000.
There we go. We're on it, right?
And we need the roof. The roof is what protects everything that goes on. It protects the people coming in to get food, the volunteers that are working hard. It protects the hope that's getting,
Right,
given out
right.
every day. So if you want to help, you can go to feedchattooga.com.
I was just going to
And-
say, let's get that website and they can volunteer or they can donate.
They can
Obviously.
donate. You can also come by and get a tour. We don't just want your money. We want to know your heart, and we want you to know our heart as well. And so come by, take a tour, see what we're all about, and see where your money's going, and help us put the roof on so that we're here for years to come.
So give you a call to set those things up, right? If they want to volunteer or whatever, or if they want to come
Yes.
on and come and tour.
Absolutely. And we're there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Stop in.
Just stop in.
Just stop
Just
in.
stop in. There you go. Just stop in. You don't even need an appointment to stop in.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much
having me.
for what you do. You are an amazing person in the community, I can tell, and I'm excited to join part of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we will be right back with more Mind Chamber TV. Hello, welcome back to My Chamber TV. And now my guest with me is Allie Ellard from
United Way of Floyd, Polk, and Chattooga.
Ta-da! So thanks for joining us, Allie. I always like to do it that way so that to introduce yourself. So United Way has something exciting that's pretty new, right?
Yeah, one of the new things is that we cover Chattooga County.
Ta-da!
That has actually happened within
Yay,
the past
Chattooga.
year and a half. And it started long before that. We came up and actually sat down with the commissioner at that time and said, hey, you don't have a United Way, we have some services. And we asked permission, of course, to come to the county and offer some services. And we were granted that, which was wonderful. And so we started pursuing our ability to do that, as well as Polk County. So now we're 3 counties.
Wow, that's quite the undertaking, isn't it?
It was an adventure.
And you've been a part of it right from the beginning?
Yes, I came to United Way in 2019.
Wow.
I actually came from Red Cross in Western North Carolina, but Rome is home. So
Rome is
actually,
home.
I spent my summers growing up in Chattooga County. One of my grandparents lives in Menlo, and the other lived in Tryon. So this is all home to me.
This is all. So it was just a natural extension then,
That's
right?
right. Yeah.
All right, good. So tell me, so I think there's a lot of people who might not understand exactly what United Way can do for them. So let's
Yeah.
go into that a little bit. Or they're afraid to ask.
Yeah, completely fair. So United Way started 100 plus years ago as a community chess model. Think before the internet, think before, modern forms of communication. So when you had communities full of people who really want to do good, which is exactly what we all still have, it was much, much harder to connect to causes either with time or through financial donations or through in-kind donations, like if you had extra clothing, extra furniture that you wanted to donate. So the community chess model kind of came out of that framework. At that point in the organization's history, United Ways offered an opportunity for people to give to the United Way and then to ensure that either funding or those donated items went to organizations that were providing those directly to the people who needed the help and services that were being offered. So that's sort of the origin. Over time, it has adapted and changed. The one thing that I love best about United Way is that each United Way affiliate is its own 501c3 organization. That means that we are locally governed. All of the decisions are made by your friends and neighbors, my friends and neighbors.
I did not know that about United Way.
Most people don't. And we are encouraged heavily to do what is best for our communities. So we have pillars that we focus on, youth opportunity, different things like that. But the way that those are delivered in each community changes based on what the community needs.
Very, very good. And with Chattooga just taken on recently, that obviously increases. So you're trying to get out more awareness that this is available up here as well, I
That is
believe.
exactly the point. And Cindy has been wonderful at the Chamber in helping
Cindy
us do
is
that.
amazing. Yep.
We have a brand new program that used to exist in Floyd County, and then we put it on hiatus because we didn't feel like it was up to the standards we wanted it to be.
Okay.
It's called 211. A lot of people have actually heard of it because it is nationally promoted, the same way that 911 is promoted. So I like to say, if your house is on fire, you'll dial 911. If your life is on fire, you call 211.
I love that saying. I'm going to steal that, by the way,
I hope
when
that
I'm
you
talking to
do.
people about United Way.
It's one of the really easy ways to understand the differentiation between the two services, but we have to go through a process to get that assigned to us, which we did, and that is what we came and asked for permission for in our neighboring counties. Originally, we were United Way of Rome and Floyd County. That changed last year, and we are really, at this point, just able to start promoting that because we did the work to stand up the technology to support and have the infrastructure.
That's right. You have to have all of that in place
That's right.
first. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, we didn't want to come and say, hey, we have this phone number, call us, if we weren't certain that we would be able to provide a service.
Right.
And because stewardship is very high on our list of priorities, we scale to need. So as we promote, we also scale internally to be able to take on and handle those calls.
Okay. So I love, like I said, the phrase 211 if your life is on fire. Life on fire could mean a lot of different
Correct.
things.
Yeah, yeah.
So what are you prepared to handle at this point?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm sure not everything.
So think about it as non-emergent things, thus the fire element, right? But also think during times of disaster, if not when, right? Because that's
Life.
it's coming, right?
Life.
Or when, not if, I guess. Something happens in the community, not too far in the distant past, there was some flooding here, right?
Right.
People issued some challenges or endured some challenges associated with that. You can pick up the phone and call 211 as long as you're safe. For instance, you need a tarp for your roof, or you had some water damage in your house and you're looking for resources that can attach to that. There are a number of organizations available. Some of them are local right here, just like CRC, and others are more regional. So they provide services like we do across multiple counties. And a lot of times you wouldn't know that that help is available unless someone told you.
Right.
And that someone is 211.
Right.
So if you are looking for assistance with food or with shelter, anything related to getting involved in the community, that's also an option. We have a very cool volunteer platform.
Oh,
Cindy
good.
has offered to link to that so that we can help promote some engagement opportunities for the chamber. So another great partnership through the Chattooga Chamber. And you can actually go, if you were looking to get involved in the community, and you can call us. We also have chat available through our website. Our website is unitedfpc.org.
Okay.
As in Floyd Polk and Chattooga, so unitedfpc.org. And you can chat with us through there. There's also a number that you can text, and it's not a number like you often see, after a baseball game or those commercials that make us cry about pets and things like that come on.
Yes.
Text this number to give, right?
Publix commercials.
That right? It could be the grocery store at this point. But it is a number that you can text and actually interact with a human being. So it would be just like me sending you a text. You would respond to me, I would respond to you. That's really, really helpful if you go into the headspace of situations where people may be facing issues of safety.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where, yeah.
So domestic violence issues.
And, yes. And you have to be so careful and delicate with things like
Absolutely, but also people who my age or younger, we don't pick up the phone and call anymore. We send somebody a text.
Yes, you
right?
do.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
you
if
do.
you call us, we're probably not going to answer. We're going to text you back. Professionally, that is not the case for me, just to be clear. But personally, it absolutely is. So it essentially is we're giving you someone in the community that can advocate for you on behalf of the needs that you're expressing.
That's amazing. Allie, thank you for everything that you're doing personally, and that you have a heart much bigger than you in order to be able to do something like this, because this is not easy work, and it's totally heart-wrenching work, and we thank you for that. So the other thing is you are going to be next week for anybody who is available at lunchtime for the chamber on Monday the 17th. The chamber is having a luncheon, which Allie is going to be our speaker and give us all kinds of information, lots more information on the new things that is coming down the way with United Way. Thank you so much for being here. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Hello, welcome back to My Chamber TV, and I have with me right now Jessica Pledger from...
Pop-up Grace events and all things Grace Under Fire Ministries.
Yeah, that's a mouthful and a half.
It is.
So tell us, Jessica, how did that start?
Really, it's a whole God story how it started, but I went to school to be a school teacher, and I got married, and I was expecting my daughter, and I was actually had a little side hustle, and so my husband said that if I could make that work, I could stay at home. And
So you were determined.
I was.
You were
I
gonna
was
make that work.
determined. I was going to get a pink Cadillac, if anybody knows, what that's about. But
Yep, I do.
So, anyways, that all came to a screeching halt, and there was a little store that opened up down the street called Dirt Design and Decor. I know y'all have had Heather on from
Yes.
Dirt Fork.
Yes.
And so we met, and I started working for her and introduced to the world of retail, and decorations and all the things, and I fell in love. And so we moved to a bigger store. I started Grace Under Fire, which was a little pop-up boutique. I had that in there for a little over a year. And then just things shifted and changed. And so I shut that down for a little while. But then I actually went to a women's conference, and it kind of reignited my fire for wanting to do something for women and in ministry. And so I started exploring how I could do that. So Pop of Grace just kind of came about with decorations from my kids' parties, and we had parties at the coffee shop, and so I do balloons and help with that there. And then, but the best part about it is we get to have tables there where we have Bible study. We're starting a Bible study on Wednesday, August the 12th. So we're going to get a new Bible study going there, and it's women from all different walks of life, different denominations. So we gather around a table with coffee, and it's just wonderful. And then we actually hosted our first women's conference at the Civic Center. It was called the There's a Rumble Conference, and we had about 7 speakers locally. And we had some singers and just time of testimony, and it was wonderful. So I got to decorate the whole place and then hang out with all the, women, and it was, that's my favorite thing to do. So, and just be uplifted by the word and fellowship, and so that was wonderful.
Nice. So how did you get into, so you went to school to become a teacher.
I did.
How did you get into balloons? Can we see those?
Yeah,
yeah,
I brought a
there they
little pop of grace with me. So when my daughter was little, you see all the Pinterest perfect parties, and I had to do it, and I had to figure it out. So with the power of the internet, I figured it out.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
You can look anything up.
Right. And so I'd always done, crafty things as a teacher, and then at my church with
That's what I was
children's
going to
ministry.
ask, so, okay.
Yes. So, and then at Dirt, they started doing parties and events, and so Heather and I just, reframed our, partnership, and so that's how it came about.
So we had on the show about the fair. Are you going to enter anything?
Probably
Man,
not.
You are clearly a talented, crafty person.
It's I love my balloon business, and I love throwing parties and everything, but I will be at the fair with my children because they will want to go and be in the fair.
Good point.
So, yes.
So what is something that, in the world of, running your business and children and household and everything else and ministry and everything that you're doing, and then you put on a women's conference as well, that's a lot. How do you juggle all of that?
Honestly, it's just the Lord. He is my strength. He is my help. He is
Amen,
everything.
right?
Without him and my husband and my family, I have a great village, a wonderful village, and I have 2 beautiful children, and so I have a wonderful support system, and I could not do it without them. And so I'm very blessed, and I'm just thankful to be able to be in Somerville, born and raised, and be able to give back to my community. So.
Yeah, that is wonderful when you can do that, and clearly you're doing a really good job with that. Mm-hmm. So as far as helping the business along and such, parties is your main thing that you're doing.
I do parties, and
Birthday
I've
parties
also
and things like that.
birthday parties,
Events.
wedding showers, baby showers. I did help with the Chamber Awards the past 3 years. So I've done the balloon backdrop for that.
Nice.
And if you go to my website, I think he's going to put it up there. allthingsgraceunderfire.com is the website, but there is a Pop of Grace events page. And so if you scroll down, you just see what's going on. Bible study, it says down there about my balloons. And so it gives you all the kind of information about everything that I'm doing in my crazy life. But yeah, so I've done a few weddings and some Christmas decorations. So I also have a little bit of that showcased on my events page there. So, and there's a form you can fill out for inquiry, and consultation is complimentary, of course. So, yeah.
Okay, so we can certainly get that out for you, help get that out for you to people who are looking to put on events and things like that. And as far as the Bible study goes, open to anyone?
It's open to anyone. It
Okay.
is. Mhm.
And what is the Bible study that you're starting? What are we
So
starting?
we are doing Jenny
Notice
Allen.
I said we.
Yes,
What are we starting?
Yes, we. Jenny Allen's "The Lie You Don't Know That You Believe" is the book that we are starting. It was up there. But yes, and there's a link on my website that you can order it right there, so you make sure you get the right one, because there's some study books and conversation cards, and so we just want the regular book. But yes, so we're starting that, and it's every Wednesday at 10 a.m. So, yeah.
Very good. At
At
Dirt.
Dirt.
Okay.
And one other exciting thing,
Yes.
I just got this posted on my website yesterday, so it's all the way at the bottom of the homepage. But I have felt prompting from the Lord and from friends around me that says, why don't you start, talking on the internet? And I've done some little TikTok things and stuff, but I'm actually want to start a podcast. And so I have put that on there, a little blurb with my logo and a funny picture. So I'm really excited about that and what the Lord's going to do with that.
Well, that is something that we just might be able to help you
I
with.
would love that. I would love that.
Good, sounds good. Well, thank you so much for being a part of
Yes.
this morning's show, and I really appreciate it, and I'm excited, and I definitely will be checking out the website
All right.
as well as the Bible study.
Thank you.
All right, we will be right back. Hello, welcome back to My Chamber TV, and I have with me right now Kendra Stalling. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
And Kendra, where are you from?
I live here in Chattooga County, and I am with the Twisted Ankle Trail Race. It's an annual race that we hold at our local state park at Sloppy Floyd State Park.
Very cool. And is that something that, I know we were chatting a little bit before, that this is something that was started and then had a little bit of an intercession, and then you picked up again, right?
So the race was started in 2005 by a very good friend, originally to benefit our own state park here in Chattooga County, Sloppy Floyd. So the Friends of Sloppy Floyd State Park host this race every year. So this is year 20 for us because we did take a break.
That's a long
Yeah,
time.
it's super exciting. We have had a lot of runners come through.
Have you done it all 20 years?
No. So Becky originally was the race director starting in 2005. She moved out of state in 2015. There's
Thus the interruption there.
interruption
That's the word,
was
yep.
in 2016. Somebody else was to take it over. So my husband, myself, and his good friend Shane, we do a lot of training out there, and we also are trail runners. We've run all over the country together, and it provides such a wonderful trail system. It's taken us so many places. We're like, we really need to continue this race to give back for what this park has given us.
Nice.
So we picked it up, the three of us, kind of work it all together. So we started it back in 2016. We changed it from a half marathon and a full marathon to a 5K, a 10-mile, and a half marathon option. And the goal there in 2016 to do that was there weren't a lot of shorter distance trail races. So in trail running, sometimes it can be a little intimidating. People are kind of thinking they're going to get lost out there. They don't really know how it works. And you find bigger distances in the trail races. So we started it with the 5K and the 10-mile to give folks a little taste of the trail and hopefully to get them hooked and bring them to our side, because trail running is way more fun. We actually didn't even take a break in 2020. We just marked the whole course so everybody could go out there. So we don't count 2020 as a break.
Right.
That break was actually in 2016. So
Well, pretty much the entire world was on a break in 2020, so.
the good thing is they all got out into the woods, and
That's right.
a lot of people picked that up in 2020. But we so this will be our 20th running of the Twisted Ankle Trail Races on September 12th.
I love the name.
Yes, you can't beat that.
I can do twisted ankle walking. So,
It's okay. There is walking and trail running, so
Good to
don't
know.
worry about it.
Good to know, not much
But
of a runner.
it's a great race for beginners with the shorter distances. But
Do you there's 3 trails there, right?
no,
or is there more?
We just kind of forget exactly how many miles of trails Sloppy Floyd State Park has in it. But we wind it around. We can get the distance out of there. And then this year for our special 20-year event, we're doing a double loop of the 10 miles. So it's called Double the Fun, and you get 20-mile option this year. The little sneaky part is in our 10-mile half marathon and this year in our 20-mile, there's a really well-known climb in that section. It's just under a mile long. It's called Becky's Bluff, and it's not bluffing. It's pretty tough.
It
so
sounds like you've done it.
it is the heart and soul of the race, and anybody doing the 20-mile option this year gets to do it twice. So there's a lot of trails out there. We just wind it around.
So that's what I was going to ask. Okay, so with the trail, you're done with the trail once, so to get the distance, you do it 2 times or 3 times or something like that.
Yeah, you kind of do a figure 8 in some of the races. Part of trail running is following directions, and you have to pay attention to your signage out there, your flags out there. So, we create a place where people can learn that. But if you're a seasoned runner, there's plenty of stuff out there to challenge yourself as well.
But there's a difference. I'm in my head, I'm thinking, of course, because I'm like totally uncoordinated. So I said to my husband when we go out hiking and on these trails, and I'm like constantly looking at the ground because I know I'm going to twist my ankle. I know I'm going to fall or something. So, and he's like, "Isn't that beautiful?" And I'm like, I have to stop and look. What? Oh, okay, because I'm like focused on the ground. Big difference between being just a runner and being a trail runner.
Oh yeah, trail runners are way cooler. No, trail runners are just the laid-back version, and in trail running, if you want to find your biggest supporter out there, it's going to be the person standing or running right next to you. It's kind of a different vibe of a community. We're super laid back. I mean, yeah, it's a race, and we like to have fun, but there isn't a runner out there, like if you were to get hurt or need something, or need some support, your
They would just
runner next
stop.
to you is going to stop and help you, and you don't see that in a lot of places. Also, we don't litter. We don't have those trash zones like you see in a road race. We don't throw stuff on the ground. We're out there because we love the woods, and truthfully, trail running is running well where you can and hiking really good in the other places. We're taking pictures and we're eating food out there the whole time and making a lot of friends.
Oh, that does sound like fun now.
Oh yeah, sweet potato pie, in the middle of the woods is so much fun. You're just hiking fast for a really long time. The other cool thing about trail running is that while you're out there, you're going to see places that you might not normally go to because you're covering a little bit more ground. But yeah, you do have to pay attention to where your feet are going for sure. But we're a great vibe.
But it's okay
super
because
fun.
you said it's laid back
It is,
and,
yeah.
everybody is, just having food and,
Yeah, this is a very grassroots race. 100% of the proceeds stay at Sloppy Floyd State Park.
That's nice.
With the Friends of Sloppy Floyd State Park. Our sponsors.
I agree, it's a tongue twister.
Yeah, our sponsors, we've had some sponsors with us all 20 years. They mean a lot to us as well. So that allows each person's registration to stay at the park. You can register at ultrasignup.com. You can also check out our website at twistedanklerace.com. Signups online close September 1st. And you need to sign up by then in order for me to get you a T-shirt.
And when is the race?
The race is September 12th this year. We're
Okay.
typically the second weekend of September. The park sells out as far as camping. Again, we have people from all over the country that show up.
Wow. That
Because
blows my mind that this is done all over the country.
yeah, because it's fun and you make friends and you want to go back to that place again. And a lot of times it's just a reunion weekend and you hang out.
That is
and
so nice.
The park benefits, yeah.
That is so cool. And raising money and
Right.
concern for the environment and things like that. That is
Absolutely.
awesome. That sounds so exciting.
I could talk all day long about trail running. I
So,
love it.
so before we go though, let's talk real quick about, hey, congratulations on Dancing with the Stars.
Thank
Ta-da! We have our People's Choice
Yes,
Award winner
yes.
right here.
That was
Tell-
so much fun.
I was going to say, tell me real quick about that.
Oh, the whole experience, my partner was incredible. She was like a Disney's princess, and she made me feel like an actual dancer. The whole thing on Saturday, drawing my raffle winners to winning People's Choice, getting up there and dancing in here. I've never had like a crowd roaring for me, so that was super crazy and fun. I wish I could do it again, but I guess since I won, I don't know.
But we could always use the help, right?
Absolutely.
And encouraging other people, because I'm sure you were probably, everybody's a little bit intimidated in the beginning when Cindy first said, hey, do you want to do this? You probably said no.
No, I did not. I said, sign me up.
Oh, okay.
It was a dream of mine to do it. Not a dancer,
Nice.
but I am now.
See? Well, good. Well, thank you. Congratulations again on that.
Thank you so much.
All right, we will be right back. Okay, welcome back to My Chamber TV as we close out this month's session. Thank you, Cindy, so much for being so gracious and letting me be your host this week.
Well, it's okay. It's good. I'm getting to know you better.
I
so
know.
I like that.
Girl, we got to go have coffee or
Yeah,
something.
we do.
'cause-
We do. John can stay out of town.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
Although I got to say, I do miss him. As
Yeah, I
crazy as
bet
he
you-
is, but
Yeah, yeah.
but anyway, so let's talk about the things that are going on at the chamber. The other things, I know that we talked
Right.
a lot about the student programs,
Right.
but we got some really cool stuff going on.
So we've got the chamber luncheon coming up on August 17th. That's Monday. And Allie, who was here on the show earlier, is going to be our guest. So you can sign up for that on our homepage on ChattoogaChamber.org. And also, it's the end of summer 5:30 club. We're having a luau at the Hurley Center. So you don't have to dress the part. I mean, it's after work. It's a Thursday night, 5:30, but come for an hour. We're just going to have a chill
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Have a little luau.
Yeah, we'll either talk shop or we won't.
It's a good. I know. Listen to her. That's what I mean. See, little bit of networking and a lot of bit of just chatting.
Yes, yes.
Kinda
So
like my kind of thing.
we'll have refreshments, and I think I put nibbles and spirits, but we also have non-alcohol too. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Water. We have
We'll have
water.
refreshments. So.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this month on My Chamber TV. And if anyone would like more information about anything going on in Chattooga County, this is your gal. She knows everyone and she knows what's going on.
Oh gosh.
Thanks so much. We
You're
will
gonna
see you
get me
next
in
month.
trouble.